It is finally payday, and we're here to do a paycheck allocation for the money that you see in Ready to Assign. We have $2,483.77. So let's jump in and get started. Hi, friends. Welcome back to Budgeting Over 40. I'm Melissa, and we're going to jump in and talk about what we need to do with this money. This is just my paycheck from my full-time job. I had a conversation with hubby, but he was not able to transfer any money in this week. We're going to see about next week. So we're going to start out and talk about what you see here in the overspent section. We do have three categories, so let's talk about those. Household consumables in the home expenses, $27.54. In the wellness section, medical copay. So you guys, this is a big one, $550 even. So remember I did mention to you guys that I developed TMJ? Well, I did go in to see a specialist. They had to do a scan. But what I did find out right before going to the appointment was that they weren't going to take my insurance. Now, they will submit the claim to the insurance for me, but I had to pay out of pocket. There was $250 for the consult and $300 for a scan that they did of my whole head. So they wanted to see if there was any structural damage with my jaw because I was having real issue opening my mouth, chewing, yawning, talking. So they did the scan and there is nothing structurally wrong. There is inflammation and the muscles are very tight. He said there is a lot of trauma that happened to the jaw from clenching my teeth or grinding my teeth at night. So there's a few different steps that we could take to fix it. I am on step one, which is medication that I do have to take to loosen up the muscles in the jaw and also to reduce the inflammation. He said if that works, then we're fine. But if not, we're going to have to go to step two, which is getting a mouth guard. He did tell me that a lot of people try to stay away from the mouth guard because it's very uncomfortable to sleep with. So we're going to see if the medication work. And if that doesn't work, he said step three is to get injections into my jaw to alleviate the inflammation and also relax the muscles. He also tries to stay away from the injections. So we're going to see if the medication work. If they do, great. If not, we'll move on to the other steps. But this, they are going to submit the claim to my insurance for me, which is my medical insurance, and I just have to wait for the reimbursement. So I'm not going to mess with this for now. Hopefully, we can get the money back before the end of October, that I don't have to take this out of my regular income. Next, there is $415.35. This is actually for Affirm. Now, remember that I did push back the Affirm payment until today, which is payday on the 10th. So we just have to recategorize this because it's not going to fall into the travel category. I do have a category set up for Affirm. All right, so next we're going to jump over and check our transactions because I think we do have some to approve and to recategorize. So you could see here we do have three. I did buy some household consumables from Amazon for $30.18. So let's approve that. Here you could see the Affirm here, but it's coming under the travel. So let's change this to Affirm. And this payment is actually 6 of 12, and we're left with 6 to pay off for the next. It's going to last up until April of next year. All right, so next is the Apple High Yield Savings Account. This is actually cash back, and it's going to Ready to Assign for 30 cents. All right, so that's it for all of the transactions we needed to approve and categorize. Let's take a look at the plan. So the first thing that we're going to do is take out the 30 cents out of the money in Ready to Assign. This should go over to my subscriptions that I pay annually. So let's look at the annual focus view. We're going to go down into the subscription category group. The one that I'm currently working on is Microsoft 365. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the 30 cents into here. And that's going to bring us back down to my regular paycheck amount. So what we need to do now is see what we need to cover with this paycheck between now and the next time we get some more money. So in the monthly tab for the focus view, home expenses is already taken care of. Utilities taken care of so far. Debt, we need to go ahead and put the money in here for a firm. So let's start with the 415.35. This is to cover the overspending, but there's another one coming out for 328 and 33 cents. So that takes care of that. Next is the personal loan. My personal loan needs to be covered before I get paid again. But what I'm going to do is only fund half, which is 575.52 for now, because I'm hoping to get some additional money from hubby. Because if I go ahead and fund the whole thing, we're not going to be able to cover everything that we need to cover between now and the next paycheck, because this paycheck is very tight. So we're just going to fund half for now and see what else we can cover before we put the full amount in there. So this cover needs $77 for the minimum payment. We also need $67 for Mattress Firm. Capital One, number one, and number two, we don't really use those on a regular basis, so we can skip those, and the Apple card is due at the end of the month. Now, in the My Babies category group, I do need to set money aside for braces, which is $225. I did say I was going to skip child support, so we're just going to move right along past that one. Transportation, car insurance need $252. And in the subscriptions category group, I do have Peloton here, but I'm going to snooze this because I did actually pause this subscription until January of 2026. And I also did find out that they're going to be upping the price from $44 to $50 per month. Not very happy about that, but I'm happy that it is paused because that new price is starting in November. All right, so that takes care of all of the monthly stuff that we need to pay as of right now. Let's jump over to the weekly and see what we can do. So household consumable, I'm going to cover the $27.54 out of the ready to assign. Dining out, I do have to take the kids out to a doctor's appointment today. They both have pediatric appointments, so I think I'm going to take them to lunch. It should cost about $30. I'm going off script for what I pre-planned, but this is just how a budget goes. It's not set in stone. It is actually fluid. So for groceries, I'm going to put 30. After school, nothing but haircuts. I'm going to put 30. And if I put 30 in haircuts, I need to put $5 in tips. All right, the thing is, I will be taking the kids to the pediatrician. One of the appointment is a wellness visit that I don't have to pay a copay for, but the other one is just a checkup. I need to get my son checked, so that I will have to pay for. But if I go ahead and put that $25 here in the copay, it's going to cover some of this overspending that I have here. So what I'm going to wait to do is to swipe my card, and then I will worry about covering it, if that makes sense. All right, so that leaves us with $421.03. What else do I need to do? We're good on gas, so we couldn't wait to do anything there. We don't have to worry about anything in annual. I don't think I can put anything away for savings right now. And in frequent, I think we're okay. So let's go back to monthly, and we're going to throw the rest of this money into the personal loan. Let's go ahead and put the $421.03. That's going to bring us to $996.55, leaving us a balance to fulfill the target of $154.49. That's all we can do right now. So you guys, this is it. All the money has been assigned down to zero. We just have to wait for hubby to send over some money or see if we can get some additional income. So thank you guys so much for taking the time out to watch this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye now.